Welcome to the fifth and final round of Season 6 of the Solo Champions League. This week we'll be facing off against the once and future Kang, which is Kang the Conqueror, who is a scenario pack that came out in the first wave. He came with a few modular sets, but we are going to be using his most difficult today, which is the Anachronauts, which cause all sorts of mayhem. Um, and it's on expert mode because it's the fifth round of the week. So this week we had a few different good options. We had the Spider-Woman, we had Captain Marvel, we had Scarlet Witch, and then I know that we also had Hawkeye as an option, and I'm forgetting if there was another one. But those three were the main contenders, those first three. And so I played around with, I'm just not very good at playing Scarlet Witch, so I didn't even bother doing any practice games with her. From what I hear, she had some consistency issues because of Kang's encounter deck, just didn't really fit her Hexbolt very well. So it'll be interesting to see how the people who choose her actually do overall. Um, I know people were flipping back and forth on whether Spider-Woman or Captain Marvel was going to be the better choice. But I ended up going Spider-Woman because I just don't play her because I actually don't own Rise of Red Skull in the flesh. My buddy does, so I've been playing with him. But so I've never actually ended up playing Spider-Woman myself. He played her the first time we played. I played Hawkeye. So I've been really enjoying playing her this week, though it's very stressful playing for Solo Champions League instead of just kind of playing for fun, where I'm trying to win as fast as possible. So that's the setup for this week. Now, we do have we do have a couple of conditions that are different from the way you normally play Kang. So since it's 3 games that we have to play, and Kang has 4 um, stage 2s or phase 2s, we were told to get rid of one of them, and then we would play against each of the other 3 once each. And of course, you can just randomize that. So I did want to show off one of the features of PwnStarHero's mod, which is the one that I use. It took me a while. Actually, I never figured it out, but somebody pointed out to me. I was like, How can we control which of the phase 2s we get?" And that's so here's the normal void, which is where our obligation goes per Kang setup rules. But then there's a second void up here called the time stream, and this actually contains all of his uh, second forms. So I think it's Ramatut we're getting rid of, and so it also contains all of their side schemes and some hit points bars. So I know we'll need the 22, though I'm just planning on tanking the second round because that's how you play him efficiently and you're not house ruling for fun. So we are going to re-remove Ramatut and his realm from the game, and we will play against one of these 3 randomly, and I'll just leave these up here because I know which one goes with which. So I'll shuffle these, and we'll see which one of these we get for the first game. Other than that, I think we're ready to rock and roll. I am going to be using aggression leadership, so the other restriction was we had to use aggression, and so she gets to bring in a second one. Leadership is just honestly the best aspect, unfortunately. I enjoy playing some of the others a little bit more, but especially for solo leadership, especially considering you want to go quickly and be quality, leadership is just the best. And there's a few things that I played around with. What I ended up with is kind of a similar version of what Astrodar came up with, though I didn't take or like copy his deck. I really just we ended up at the same place, but his is probably more efficient. Where you're using things like make the call 0 cost to boost up her stats in hero form, to get out allies to do what allies do, and keep everything under control. What I did that's slightly different is I included the card Teamwork, so hopefully you'll get to see what that does. Essentially, I can exhaust an ally and use their stat when I activate, and so I'm hoping to get out like Hulk or Giant Man and use their giant attack stats to help just beat Kang down. So this is going to be really challenging, but let's get into it. So the first thing, when Kang arrives, we do all the setup, which we've done, and now when revealed, we deal everybody encounter cards. So shuffle up, deal myself an encounter card to start off the bat. Shuffle up my deck. It is 44 cards. I've noticed that Astrodar does this, and I agree. In SCL, especially, you're trying to only go through your deck maybe once. I think this is a long scenario, so maybe we'll have to go through it a second time. So the 4 additional cards really isn't that big of a deal. And it allows you just a little bit more flexibility, which is weird to say as you go through it the first time to get the scenario under control. So let's get going. Game 1. 6 cards. Let's see what we're gonna mulligan. So I know Captain Marvel is not a horrible one to get up first turn because she kind of acts as a card draw um, mechanic. So we're not going to need that first round because I don't want to get that out without deft focus. Obviously, we won't have any minions out. Probably won't be using teamwork this turn either, and make the call as useless without allies in there. So it's just a question of whether I keep Captain Marvel. I think because I drew one of the double resources, I will keep her just in case she's the best option for now. But ideally, I want to get her and a chump block ally out this turn so that she can do her card draw thing and basically be an enhanced Avengers Mansion. So I don't know if that's the right choice, but let's do it. So I'm drawing back up to 4. Well, it's a good thing I kept her because I didn't draw any other card draw or other allies. So this first turn is actually going to be a little difficult. So Earth's Mightiest Heroes is in here because most of the allies, especially in leadership right now, are Avengers, and so it's really easy to take advantage of her stat boosts by um, tapping them after you've used them and untapping her. So this is not an ideal first hand because I'll probably just have to tank it to the face because I know I'll be prioritizing contaminant immunity later on, which heals up. So I might just tank to the face so that I can get more use out of Marvel. So I'm going to use Jessica Drew's ability to look at the top card. The question is, do I look at the top card of this deck? No, I'm going to draw it no matter what with Captain Marvel. So I'm going to go look. You can look at the top card of any deck. So I'm going to look and see what his boost card would be if he attacks me. Oh, so it's just frozen in time. So that's not a big deal to tank. That's only 3 damage plus an attachment, which is going to come out anyways at some point. So could be worse. So I'm definitely going to go Captain Marvel and face tank route. So let's get Captain Marvel down now. Probably not going to use Earth's Mightiest Heroes this turn. Well, definitely not going to use that. 3. Then we'll get Marvel down. I'm thinking Captain Marvel plus Venom Blast plus an activation. So now she comes in with 3 health. And the question is, do I want to ping his tough with her or with myself? I'm probably going to get down to at least +2/+2, but I might get down to +3/+3 depending. No, I'm just going to get +2/+2. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to ping his tough off with her to do damage to myself and draw energy. Okay. So now I will flip. I forgot to put out my turn counters and these are my attribute counters. So if you're not familiar with Spider-Woman, every time I play an aspect card, so Venom Blast counts as both her own card and an aggression aspect card, you get +1 to all your stats until the end of the round, which includes defending. And so that's why we want a bunch of cheap cards. And so then I also forgot to put down the turn counter. So here's turn counter 1, because it's my turn. I am going to play Venom Blast for 5. One of the nice things about Kang is he doesn't start off with any initial threat on here, so his threat actually, it's sneaky because his thresholds are really low, and so if you're not careful, he will randomly scheme you out with like an advance, but he doesn't really tick up threat very fast in general. Now the real question is, do I keep Endurance? Normally I would say yes, but I honestly want to just get as many allies in my hand as possible. So I'm actually probably going to say no to that. So that increased my stats by 1. So now I will swing for 2. And he's already halfway dead on his first phase. So I'm going to get rid of that. Ready up, draw up to 5. There's my contaminant immunity. And a Spider Girl. And Deft Focus is just amazing for her because if you look, like, contaminant immunity is a superpower. And so this reduces the next superpower by 1. Her self-propelled glide is 1. So you'll see me using that a ton. Deft Focus just immediately ready. So it's looking all right. Now we tick him up, and like I said, I know what's coming, and it's just going to be 3 damage. So when he attacks, I have to declare either +2 attack or 1 threat on the main scheme. Since I'm taking this hit, I'm just going to tick this up by 1 this turn, so I can just thwart it off with Marvel, or just ignore it entirely and try to kill him this turn, which is what I'm probably going to plan to do. So anyways, he's going to attack me. I'm just going to take it for 1, 2, 3, because this boost attaches to my character. The next time I would ready, I discard this card. Annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Contaminant immunity, by the way, heals exactly 3, so now I deal myself an extra encounter card, and the first one that I got was the most annoying card in the world, so this is depowered. I can't play hero-specific cards, so Contaminant Immunity, which I was just talking up, I don't get to play until I flip down and I discard one of these from my hand. So I think I might try to kill him this turn, flip down, and save Contaminant Immunity to pay for getting rid of Depowered this turn. Really obnoxious card. Second is Corrupted Time Stream. So not going to be able to do what I wanted to do because I can't actually get rid of this because of this. When revealed, each player must discard one random card or place 2 threat here. So it sounds like this turn I need to thwart this. I don't think I have 8 damage to kill this to then flip down and get rid of Depowered this turn. So he's already forced me into keeping him on phase 1 for one more turn than I'd like. I'm going to say it's way too important to get these out, so I'm not going to discard a card. So that sucks. Let's thwart with Captain Marvel for 2. Well, first let's think about what I could do. So if I really do try to burst him down, I just don't think I'll have the thwart to get rid of this and burst him down. Now the side scheme, what's interesting is the side scheme goes away and turns into an acceleration token between phase 1 and phase 2. And so I could just say, while I'm down, so essentially the actual true solo strategy and why you can kind of game the system in Kang, and one of people's complaints about it, myself included. I really like Kang as a scenario, except losing on scheme to his second form doesn't actually make you lose the game. And so the best thing to do is just flip down into alter ego and let him scheme out while you just set up your board state. So that's all to say, I might see if I can kill him this turn, accept the acceleration token, and then next turn get rid of one of these so that I can get rid of Depowered. That's probably the best course of action if I can kill him this turn. So I have 2 damage from Marvel. Okay, this goes back down to 0, so I'm at 1-1-1. 2 damage from Marvel, 2 damage from Spider-Girl, and +1, so 6 damage total. And I can't play Contaminant Immunity to get to get +1, so that helps me. Oh, but I have Skilled Strike. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can actually flip him. That is what I'm going to do. I think that's the right choice rather than trying to keep him here for a while, seeing as we are timed. So I am going to attack for 2 with Captain Marvel and draw a card into Relentless Assault. Now I'm going to pay for Spider-Girl with Strength. Swing with her, so that increases me by 1. Swing with her for 2. And now I'm +1/+1 on everything. So if I swing and I do this, that gets rid of this. So if you're not familiar with Kang, when I defeat him, advance the main scheme to phase 2 at the end of this phase. So I actually have the entirety of the rest of the phase to do whatever I want, which of course is going to be, let's get down Relentless Assault, or let's get down Deft Focus, flip over, and that way I'm sitting here in Alter Ego while he schemes out on phase 2. So I do have to deal with this, so I might just, for convenience's sake, I might just keep Contaminant Immunity and get rid of it. Yeah, because I don't want to rely on drawing into another Jessica Drew card. So regardless, this is going away this coming turn. So that's that turn. So that was pretty good. I'm going to ready up. Oh, I can't ready up, so I will get rid of his Frozen in Time. And I will draw up. And now we flip to the second phase. So this goes away. I'm just gonna dip it over there. So we ignore this for now. So when this is completed, we lose the game, but now I'm going to 2A. So 2A, place 1 acceleration token here for each side scheme in play. So 1, discard each side scheme. Sweet. Each player, okay, that one for some reason this doesn't like fitting in that. Each player then reveals a random stage 3A. So then remove any of the other ones for the game, which of course we're not going to do. So now this flips over and it says, whenever he's going to get an acceleration token, we put it here. So essentially, we're not immune from acceleration token because we create this whole other game space. Shuffle these up. Who am I facing this time? Or who am I ignoring this time? So that's Kang Immortus. So he's the one that comes in with Chronopolis. So pardon me for a second while I drag him on over here. They all have 22 health. He comes in with Tough. Like I said, not that it matters. I don't plan on attacking him at all. So when revealed, create my own area, place the scheme in it, and deal myself an encounter card. So I do get an encounter card off the bat. Those can be really nasty, right? So if he gets a bunch of side schemes, the side schemes follow him from 2 to 3, as do minions. Actually, minions follow you the whole time. And so these can sometimes, if I end up drawing, getting unlucky and not getting schemed out in 2 turns and get side schemes and nasty minions over here, life can get rather unpleasant. So this starts with 0. And then after it's completed, place a Kang's Dominion face down under stage 4A. So essentially you'll see. So now his stage begins, and this goes down to 0, but this goes up to 1 at the beginning of the phase. Now he's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's at 6 out of 9. I get another encounter card. I get Macrobots, Guard and Retaliate, Time Travel Tactics. Okay, so I take 1 indirect damage for each obligation. I might legitimately just let Spider Girl die here because I can honestly get these guys out this coming turn. So I'm actually not too, too set on, whatever. I'm just gonna have Spider Girl. Or I can have her kill herself on Macrobots. I think I'll have her do that. So I'll just take the damage. That's all to say. And now it's got Surge. So what did I get instead? Energy Blast. Discard an ally or support. Well, there you go anyways. So that was that. Oop, except I don't get rid of Macrobots. Macrobots come in with 4 health. Alright, so now back to me. So I can't heal this turn, which is annoying, but it's okay. So that I'm not tempted to cast this next turn, because I really like this card, I'm going to use this to get rid of Depowered. Now, I wish I had my apartment, because the apartment always gets you an extra card in Alter Ego mode, her apartment card, but I just haven't drawn it yet. So let's see. So I'm obviously not going to use that this turn, or this. I can use Finesse. I can get out Finesse, and then get a 2 health Ant-Man out. It sounds okay. 2 health Ant-Man sounds pretty good. And Finesse is just really important. You get to pay for aspect cards with it. So I think I'm just going to do that. Oh wait, that's a hero resource. Shoot. Alright, I almost just did something illegal. So that is another consideration. This is just so good once we get rolling though. Like, I can get out Finesse and then a 1 health Ant-Man. That's really not too bad. So I'm without thinking through it too much more. So I've been rushing through these practice games, and so I'm forcing myself to slow down right now. Let's just get Finesse out and get a 1 health Ant-Man out because reasons. I'm obviously not going to use him this turn because he would die there. So that's that. Now I finally get to ready up. Finesse. I did keep an assess the situation. I found it was really helpful for her. This will be interesting. Okay. So now we tick up by 1. Tick up by 1. He schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like before, he does get to finish his turn, and like we finish the phase before we move on to the next one. So Macrobots are going to add 1 here, and we get an encounter card, which is Stolen Memories. So discard the top 8 cards in my deck and put them under here. So this is just annoying because this is the main reason that we're going to end up going through our deck at all this this round. It's because of Stolen Memories. So I can discard a science resource to get all these back, but really honestly, I've got a Finesse down, I've got some allies out. I could just play without them at this point. So now, when this is defeated, I'm just going to flip him over to show that I lose to this. At the end of the phase, remove him from the game, combine our game area with another game area, which is this game area. So we can't gym here unless there are no other game areas remaining. I also take Kang's Dominion and reveal it, so he can't take any damage. And when I defeat it, I get another encounter card. No biggie, so now we're done. Now we move to 4A. Reveal Kang 3 and add him to the game. Reveal Kang's Dominion under the stage. Starts with 0, but of course we do have an acceleration of 2, And now we flip Kang 3 up, and he's got tough and 25 health. So not too bad for being on turn 4. This is better than a lot of my practice games went, not gonna lie. So, still no apartment. I bet the apartment's down there. Whatever, we're not gonna spend any more time in Alter Ego now anyways. So, now the nice thing is I can totally not abuse, but use Earth's Mightiest Heroes to my advantage here. So, I mean, I do like, and I really like Giant Man to have out to, like I said, give myself huge attacks. I can also just have him immediately squish the macrobots, which I think I'm going to do. So I am going to look at... I'm not planning on taking any more hits, so I'm going to look at the top card of my deck, not that it matters. Inconspicuous, so remove some threat from a scheme. Honestly, might use that to finish off Kang's Dominion next turn, so that actually was important. That'll tell me that I can beat up on Kang and then use that next turn. So I am going to heal. 1, 2, 3. Flip over. Haven't played an aspect card yet, so I'm going to... Oh no, I can even get ready in Earth's Mightiest Heroes here. Okay. So let's get the party started. So 1, because he has an aspect card, so I'm paying for Giant Man. I need to pay 3 more resources. 1, 2, 3. I know, cringe. And then we get down Giant Man for 5. He has +2 attack when he has 3 or more remaining health, so I'm going to use that to instantly kill macrobots. So Kang is no longer guarded. Now, I guess I'm not free to beat up on Kang because he still has Kang's Dominion. I forgot to take this up by 1. So I do actually just have to get rid of that this turn. Whatever. So now I can use Earth's Mightiest Heroes to ready. And then I could get ready on him. So I could also just get ready on him to get an extra 1. That's what I'm going to do so that I can end up with 3. So I'm going to get ready. Giant Man, sure. Now I'm at 1 plus 2. So now I can thwart 3. Give myself that encounter card. And now Kang can be hit and I can start taking care of his tough and everything on this coming turn. Yeah, I mean, that's really the best way I could have done that, unless I really wanted to try to play around Captain Marvel to draw a card or something and just, like, let her die, but I really don't want to. So we're going to draw up 5. There's a Maria Hill, finally. An Ironheart and all sorts of good cards that I didn't have before. So, tick, tick, tick. He's going to attack. I will defend with Ant-Man. For 1, 2, 3, I'm declaring he gets +2 attack. 1, 2, 3, plus... Okay, that gets rid of one of those. That's nice. So Ant-Man goes away. And now we get first encounter card, Kang's Chosen. So one of the other things that will randomly make you lose is the... Oh, shoot! I really scuffed this. Because when I reveal this, I have to give myself the Nemesis minion. Okay. So it's not too late. I'm going to pretend like I didn't know that. It's not too late. So I still have the Viper. I'm just going to treat that last turn a little differently. So I'm still going to get rid of... Am I still going to get rid of macrobots is a real question. Shoot. Well, I have to Grim Rule it, unfortunately. Because y'all are watching me, so there's no real way for me to back myself out of this situation. So I'm just going to pretend like Viper was there and I forgot about her. Another reason I put the card back is while she's engaged with me, I have 1 less hand size. So I was supposed to reveal her. This is the only scenario in the game where you're guaranteed to see your Nemesis minion. And so now she's going to get to hit me for 2, which I get to take because I'm dumb. So anyways, now we reveal Kang's Chosen, Insight 1, and discard the top cards until I get a Temporal minion. So Insight 1, and now I'm looking for a Temporal minion, which is usually an Anachronaut, which is not good news. So there's Death Hunt. Death Hunt 9000, Toughness and Villainous. When he activates, he gets a boost card. Not good to see. So things are already getting a little out of control because I let her come out and I forgot about her. Yeah, there's just no way I could reasonably back myself out of the way I played that, having seen all these cards, having seen the one that was going to be dealt to me as that card. it would not have been a fair decision to make. And now we get master plan. So now we reveal until we get a side scheme. Hopefully nothing too nasty. Anachronauts. Okay, it could be nastier. So this one, when defeated, I shuffle every temporal back into the deck. Not too many so far. I mean, there's a couple of these obligations that go back in. So, all right. Well, there we go. All right. So I go back down to 0 here. Now, how the heck do I deal with Viper this turn? Well, I have to use Giant Man and just like let Death Hunt hit me. Can get Stinger out. I'm not gonna get either of these guys out, I don't think. Let's see. Because I want to use Inconspicuous. So regardless, I am going to use Inconspicuous this turn because I don't want those other encounter cards coming out. So Inconspicuous removes 3 from a scheme. And so now I'm going to shuffle back in all of the temporals. One of the funny thing is you'll see, is he has something called Temporal Shield. It's not actually a temporal card, which is hilarious even though temporal's in the name. This isn't going to be too bad, except Depowered goes back in there. And okay, well, oops, those stay there. Those go back here, get shuffled in, and Anachronauts, you go back on top. Okay, so that was going to happen no matter what. I gave myself the boost for it. Question is, do I use Captain Marvel as a card draw? So like a sacrificial card draw here. I need to kill Viper. I'm vulnerable to like a double advance, but I don't think I can get double advanced on. So I'm not sure I need to control that. I need to get Viper out of here. So am I going to go Maria Hill Stinger to pay for Ironheart? That seems like a waste. So, and that wasn't a superpower, so I can use Death Focus on it. And these are just going to, like, I can't use his big swing on these to get a little bit more chip because they're just sitting there with Tufts. So, I'm going to use Captain Marvel to take off his Tough and draw a card and see what that is. Another Inconspicuous. Okay, that wasn't very helpful, Miss Marvel. Not Miss Marvel, Miss Captain Marvel. Miss Captain. Okay, now I know what I'm going to do. So I'll use these two to pay for Maria Hill. Oops. Maria Hill to draw a card, which is Hawkeye, which he would have been nice to get out, so I could have broken these Tufts. But now I can get out Stinger. Now I'm looking a little bit better here because I sacrificed Captain Marvel. So I'm going to thwack for 4 because he still has 3 or more health right now. Now he doesn't. Stinger to finish off Viper. And then, oh yeah, since I played a leadership card, I get another +1/+1. So now I'm going to thwart with Maria for 2. I can't kill Death Hunt this turn. And I have a +3 going on here, which actually would just get wasted on his Tough. So I am going to swing for 3 on Death Hunt. Sorry, it's been a little, so I get an encounter card because I emptied my deck because of past stolen memories. There's my first pheromones of the game. Okay. Alright, I can even actually let Maria Hill die, make the call in energy this turn, and get her back in another card, so looking pretty good on that actually. So 1/2, he's just not as dead as I would like. So he's going to try to attack me. I'm going to have Maria Hill jump in front for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bye. And Death Hunt. Now the question is, do I take the Death Hunt hit? Because he's going to get 1 plus up to 3. Because he gets he's villainous. This is actually the first time in all of my practice games I've taken a hit from Death Hunt. Usually I get him out of there as soon as he comes out. I just couldn't that turn because of Viper's hand size thing. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna play a little risky here. So he's gonna attack me for 1 plus boost. Discard 1 random card from my hand and give him another boost. So 1, 2, 3. And now I do this fun stuff. where I'm just going to group these together, shuffle them, and discard whatever's on top. Well, that was Captain Marvel. It looked a little suspicious the way I did that, but I promise you it shuffled there. It just happened to be that she was the 1 out of 5. It wouldn't have been fair if I, said, oh wait, that didn't look right, and then flipped it back, So that's what Wild Run does, is he makes you discard things. And that was his boost. I took damage. Now we get our 2 encounter cards. So number 1, Stolen Memories, of course. So I'm going to go through this deck real fast. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hoping there aren't a lot of my damage cards in there, and I'm not regretting not getting rid of that one when I could. Oh boy, this is the one I wasn't looking forward to. Good thing I do have pheromones, so when he attacks it gains overkill. So essentially he can power through our allies to get to us with future weapon, and if it does damage, it stuns. So ideally we'll kill him before it comes to that, or at least get a contaminant immunity, assuming they're not both under here. So yeah, this is face down under this card. I don't think you're allowed to see these as you put them down. I guess I'm maybe making it more difficult on myself by forcing myself to not look, but I should have checked that ahead of time, actually. So anyways, he's nasty now. I still have a whole bunch of other assorted nastiness to deal with. So first off, we will do what I was saying. Let's make the call. So this goes back up to 1 with these 2 resources to get Maria Hill and draw a card for another make the call. Okay. Oh yeah, so I can use Death Focus and this to pay for pheromones, because this is an aspect card, or it's a superpower and an aspect card. So now pheromone stuns and confuses an enemy, so this will give me a little bit of breathing room against Kang. Maria Hill is going to do what Maria Hill do. Oops, she comes in with 2. She's going to thwart this for 2, and then actually, yeah, I can just... Oh, So I can just squish Death Hunt here if I want by playing, by attacking with Wasp, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. But let's get Wasp out. So just as a note, I'm not violating the ally count because I have Stinger and she doesn't count towards the ally count. Wasp comes in with 1 health, and I get this from playing an aspect card. So I really want to start working on Kang, so it's probably not the worst thing in the world. The problem is, in order to get to Kang, really, I would have to throw away Wasp and Stinger, and that gives me an icky feeling. But I need to get him dead, because he's going to just start spawning all sorts of nastiness, and this... Oh, I don't have to get rid of Wasp here. I can at least ping his stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to swing for 3 to kill Death Hunt. And now I will throw away Stinger to ping the Tough away. And that way I didn't get rid of 2 allies. I can still use Wasp for, shenanigans of Earth's Mightiest Heroes and teamwork and stuff. Well, I haven't even seen myself draw, so... there's Earth's Mightiest Heroes. A Contaminated Immunity, I really needed that. This is actually not a horrible turn. Sure. Tick, tick, tick. And he can't attack because he's stunned. Oh, come on. I hate that. Sorry, guys. Can't attack because he's stunned. Let's put the Confused down here so I don't do that again. And I get my encounter card, which is Sir Roston. So guard and retaliate 1 and 6 health. Not who I wanted to see. Not who I wanted to see at all. I guess I have Relentless Assault in my hand, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just not exactly what I wanted to do with my turn. So, it's kind of the name of the game with Mr. Kang here. I really want to play Contaminated Immunity, so without even thinking about it, I'm going to do it. So heal for 3, give myself Tough. This is what's most important, because that way I can take this hit that's coming at me now and not take damage from it. So I just need to get that out of the way no matter what happens this turn. And I get +1 from that. Now, can I also do Inconspicuous and Relentless Assault? Probably not. I probably can only Relentless Assault. So he does have Retaliate 1, which is annoying. Oh, okay. I need to do this in a different order. So bear with me. That's funny. Okay, so I do need to do this in a different order because he's going to ping off my Tough when I hit him. So I'm actually just going to hit him for 1, which hits me for 1. And now I'm going to Contaminate Immunity so that I don't waste my tough on his Retaliate. And now I can kill him with these two. And I can use, okay, so, sorry, Contaminate Immunity, Relentless Assault gives me another one. Now I can Earth's Mightiest Heroes on Wasp to ready myself. And now I'm at 3. Let's just deal with threat while we can, because I want to have a clean board by the end of this, even though this ends up being, I came in here at a decent turn count, but all the weirdness that he keeps throwing out at me, suddenly it's turn 8. So, oh yeah, bye, Mr. Tough. 5 cards, ready up. And there's my Venom Blast finally again. So now he's going to go to attack. I'm just going to eat it with my Tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This goes away, and since I didn't take any damage from it, I wasn't stunned, which is nice. So now here he comes with Rampage. So comes in with 4, and when I defeat it, I have to deal with a minion, which messes up our calculus a lot for trying to finish out the game. This turn I'm actually not too ill-equipped to deal with a minion. So now because I don't have Stinger out, I actually am not in violation. But anyways, if I can't play another ally, which I obviously want to do, so bye Maria Hill. Thanks for keeping the scheme under control for me. You know what? Thanks for keeping this scheme under control for me. Now let's get Squirrel Girl out. I'm not going to use Get Ready this turn. So Squirrel Girl comes in, does a damage to every enemy. So if I Earth's Mightiest Heroes, so I get +1. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will thwart to get rid of this. Now I have to discard until I get a minion, and that will determine what I do. Okay, so now he's got 4 health and Retaliate. Okay. So I can just Venom Blast him away, or is there a way that I can kill him without having to Venom Blast this turn? Or without having to, so I can save Venom Blast for next turn. I could Earth Mightiest Heroes and then select Skilled Strike him away. I mean, that seems like a good plan to me. So do that. So now I'm still at +2/+2, plus Skilled Strike, technically 5 damage because that gives me +1. Kills the Macrobots, and now I'm still basically at square one. Swing for 2, or swing for 1, swing for 2, so I don't feel bad about using him for fodder. Well, actually, swing for 2 there, or thwart for 2 there. Wow, this is not a great recording for you guys. I'm so sorry, but let's bear with me here. So 1, 1, 2. He's going to attack. I'm going to have Squirrel Girl jump. Time Travel Tactics. So it gains this for each obligation. So he's going to squash her. Look out. Oh, okay, well, I mean, it's a good thing I used Giant Man last turn after holding on to him for so long. So discard the highest cost card I control, which is Giant Man, because he costs 5. So he did his job, and now he's just going to sit out the rest of the game, and I hope that I don't draw that as an encounter card. So, all right. So, let's see what we can get down. I really, like I said, I wanted Venom Blast out. That sure would be nice, but I also want to get things done. Okay. So we will use Finesse no matter what. I could use Deft Focus to ready myself, or I could just use it to help with Venom Blast. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to plan this out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 resources. He costs 3. That costs 2. So 5, or he costs 4 total. 2, 3. Okay, so I could play these 2 if I really wanted, and just have Wasp eat the big hit this turn. I brought Spider Girl for sure because there's so many minions in this scenario. But yeah, let's just do that. So I'm not gonna bother with Propel Glide if I can avoid it. I would love to get Endurance down though. All right, let's just see. I'm gonna prioritize Endurance over Self-Propel Glide. So 1, 2, 3 to get Hawkeye down with 3 health and 4 counters. And now, yeah, I either have to choose Endurance or Venom Blast. I am definitely going to choose Venom Blast. 1, 2, do 5 damage. Give myself some pluses. Swing for 1, 2, 3. Thwart for 1. And ready up. Give myself an encounter card because Stolen Memories. Oops, don't have that card. Okay, well there's Teamwork. Alright, let's make Contaminated Immunity again. Alright, so 2, 3. Gonna attack. Wasp, you get to take it. I would love to use Wasp for Teamwork, but I don't get to do that. And Make the Call doesn't actually work for Wasp either. So this is just a really poor draw all around. So my alternative is to let Hawkeye take it with his additional health. But I was really relying on him to take, if there was an enemy, I can kill that. You know what? I'm gonna make a controversial decision and let Hawkeye die. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boost. Give him 2 more boost cards. Lots of damage onto Hawkeye. So I know, it's blasphemous, but I really wanted to use Teamwork. And I can use Teamwork to help take out whatever minions this thing spawns. Macrobots. Temporal Shield. Okay. So he's just really good at not dying quickly. Even though I really rushed to get to him, there's no way that I could keep the board clean and kill him really quickly at the same time. So I could just straight up kill Macrobots right now. I could make the call. But also, Contaminated Immunity is nice to try to keep my hero score up because I'm obviously been sacrificing that here. Gonna swing for 1 plus Teamwork. So +1, +3 to kill Macrobots. Now, let's get down my second finesse. Use my finesses to heal myself for 3. Give myself tough. And +1, not that it matters. And that's about all I could do there. And now I've got, ooh, yikes, no more allies. And no way to draw them. Okay, I guess I'm taking this next hit. So here we go again. I have been keeping an eye on this Confused, thankfully, because that prevents me from insta-losing to this. So I have been paying attention to it. He's going to attack. I'm just going to take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets rid of my tough. Encounter card. Frozen in time. Okay. Alright, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse than that. So, I can do a lot of damage to him this turn. Yeah, I can. I just have to time it right, because, of course, I have to get rid of this Frozen in time. So, weird as it seems, I mean, it doesn't really matter when I swing, because it's Temporal Shield, so I'll swing right now. He cancels it with Temporal Shield and does a damage to me. Yep, 1 damage to the attacker. Now I will Earth's Mightiest Heroes on Wasp to get myself back up. Still +0. And now, just a lot of wasted. Oh right, I couldn't do that because of Frozen in time. But now I can do it. Ready up. Still haven't played an aspect card. Oh, such a weird hand. Okay, well, am I still safe? I'm debatably safe here if I ignore this for one more turn. Because I have Skilled Strike, I want to play it. Otherwise, I'm just thwarting for one, right? Like, where's the fun in that? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am playing with fire a little bit here, but thankfully he's still confused from pheromones. And then I still have these two things. Probably gonna toss her with Mightiest Heroes, but I'm gonna keep Relentless Assault because I don't have the patience to deal with any minions that he spits out. Okay. All right. He's going to attack. Wasp is finally going to die. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counter card. Shadow of the Past. So now you do all of the things. Recite, put it into play, reveal set-aside Nemesis side scheme. Shuffle these all in. We can search here for Viper because we know she's in there. Okay. Alright, well, so much for a fast win. I would normally consider like this a good idea to get Spider-Girl in to stun and confuse her so I don't have to deal with her this turn, but that just wouldn't work out because she's going to reduce my hand size because she's the Viper and not one of his normal minions. Forgot to put threat on this scheme. So, alright. Back to 0. Let's just do this to kill her. Give myself +1. Then we will Squirrel Girl. I mean, I guess I could have Squirrel Girled first and then Relentless Assaulted, so I did an extra damage to him. So the order kind of mattered, I guess. That also ticks me up by 1. So once again, I can dance on the edge of defeat. I'm going to thwart that for 1, thwart this for 3, and get rid of the extra encounter card. Then get myself 3 extra health. And that is all I can do this turn. Hey, there's Maria Hill and Stinger. Sweet. Ooh, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. So he's going to attack. Squirrel Girl jumps in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a bunch of insight in his deck, but at least if it's advanced, I don't lose. Time travel hijinks. So this goes away. This is why you don't let things play out super long against him. Like, technically, I'm really in control. I can win at any time. I just... Okay. So, let's Maria Hill. 1, 1. Make the call. Or get ready. I can't combo get ready and Earth Mightiest Heroes here. Alright, well, Maria Hill's going to thwart. Then I can Venom Blast. So let's just do that. It's a question of which one I'll do. I need to keep chump blocks around, so I'm going to get rid of Get Ready. So these two to do 5 damage. Take myself up. Let's get Stinger in for 2. And now I can thwart for 3, 4. And kill him next turn. Hopefully, theoretically. Oh, good lord. Okay. Okay, well, I certainly can finish him off with all this. It's just a matter of whether I can do it pretty. So, I am willing to sacrifice. If it comes down to it, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of this to kill him. So, he's going to attack. Maria Hill will die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, +0. That was his last advance, actually, I think. Second encounter card. First one is Hail Hydra, each Hydra and Minion. Okay. And I put into play engaged with me and then shuffle the encounter deck. So I don't have to take the damage from it. The problem is, of course, it is another minion. So where was it? It was in here. It's a Hydra regular. Why not? Kind of a pushover. And he does not incite because that's when revealed. And so I don't have to deal with that. What's the second one? Macrobots! More, more card. Okay. I see how you are. I see how you are. Well, we need to get some pheromone action out here. Problem is I can't do that and get Captain Marvel out in the same time. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Pheromones is just like such a no-brainer play, I think. Like it always is, right? Especially this turn. Like if I pheromones, that'll stun him, so I buy myself an extra turn, and him an extra turn apparently. Can I pheromones and Squirrel Girl and hold on to Venom Blast? Or play Venom Blast, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if I can't plan on playing Venom Blast. So 6. Yeah, I think I can do both. Sorry, I'm not good at instantly assessing what happened. So I can't get Captain Marvel out, but I can get Squirrel Girl out instead. So her plus that plus Captain Marvel to play Pheromones to stun and confuse. He's already confused. Give myself +1. Now I can. Oh shoot! I can't actually do Venom. I can't even hold on to Venom Blast. I can Squirrel Girl to then basically kill Hydro Regular. That gets me to +3. Oh, okay. All right. So I am gonna unfortunately have to get rid of Venom Blast. Thankfully, he's already pretty low. So Squirrel Girl comes in, does 1, 1, 1, and then since I played a leadership card, now I already played a leadership card because Pheromones for some reason is a leadership card. So I'm actually still only at +2. Ah, I miscalculated. Thought she was gonna give me a boost. So Macrobots is gonna hang around no matter what. Okay, well, Squirrel Girl, you're gonna kill a Hydro Regular. Stinger, you're gonna die to retaliate to weaken the Macrobots. Then I'm gonna kill the Macrobots. Alright. Ding, ding, ding. He can't attack because he's stunned. Encounter card, please don't be anything nasty. There's Assault, that's kind of nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nice, both assaults. Alright, once again, I am in desperate need of an ally. The cool thing is I can use Earth's Mightiest Avengers to ready myself this turn. Okay. I wish I had Inconspicuous from last turn so that I could do this and kill him, but right now let's plan on killing him. So we will Energy to get down Spider-Girl, +1. I can get Hawkeye in too. Give myself another +1, but I think it's more important that I be able to swing twice this turn using Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But if I don't Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I do get Hawkeye down, I can thwart for 3, so I'll be left with 3. So I'll be left with 3, and I can kill him with Hawkeye. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to deal with his BS anymore, so I am going to take not a fully clean board this time. So, finesse these two to get down Hawkeye again. 1, 2. That gives me +2 here, so I can thwart for 3, swing for 2, and then since it finishes him, I don't take the consequential damage on Hawkeye. And here comes the screenshot. Not clean, but oops, not clean, but dead. So I will be back after I reset. So it was the Chronopolis that we lost. Okay, I'll be back after I reset. Alright, welcome back. We're about to get into game 2. There's only 2 of these forms remaining because we do have to kill these 3. And so that is the only thing that's changed. So we'll shuffle up and get into it and hopefully not take 15 turns and have a non-clean board. Alright, I like this. Starting off with Maria Hill is nice. Endurance is a nice to have. Hawkeye is also very nice early on. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you to start. Do I hold on to Hawkeye? I think I do, just that there's so much value that I get from just having him sit there most of the game, either as a Earth's Mightiest Heroes target or just to shoot arrows at things that come in. So I'm going to draw 4. Okay. Alright, so we'll take this up by 1 because we're starting the game. Flip this over. I know we shuffled already, but shuffle it again, get myself an encounter card, and get the game going. So we will get Maria Hill. Assess the situation. Well, not much to assess here, bud. I would love to play that, but I also, like I said, want Hawkeye down. So and I will look at this to see if I want to take the hit. I mean, I could just take the hit again, honestly, and save Maria Hill's thwart for next turn, maybe. So, okay. Well, so I know that's what that is. I'll swing with Hawkeye. Oops, to take away tough. Shoot. Take away tough. Flip over. I've played. I can say that I played him after I flipped over, so I get the +1. And get rid of 2. I don't see Astra. I don't see how you do this. He's like, oh yeah, I get Kang down to like 7 health on the first turn because I look for Venom Blast, and I'm sitting here like I want allies. Darn it. There, I did it. 5. Oh, there's my Venom Blast. Okay. So dung, dung. He's going to attack. Like I said, I am just going to take it. For 1, 2, 3, I'm going to add 1 to the scheme. 2, 3. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I knew that Macrobots was what was coming up. We all saw that, right? And I'd already dealt myself the encounter card. Okay, so you know what? I'm thinking maybe I hadn't dealt myself the encounter card to start the game. So we're just going to swap these places because I made my decisions based off of the fact that I thought a Macrobots was coming out as a boost. So 1, 2, 3, added the threat. So he does 3 damage to me. He gives himself tough. And then I'll just take Master Plan as the first encounter card. So Master Plan. I'm liking seeing some of these things get discarded. Anachronauts. It's actually not a horrible side scheme to have out right now, if we can get rid of it. Ooh, that's a little nastier though. Kang's chosen. So now we go until we get a temporal minion. I am liking seeing a lot of these go away. Wow. Okay, Apocryphus. Discard an ally or support I control. Bye, Maria. And I will have Hawkeye do 2 damage to him as he comes in. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You know, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Alright, how can I avoid taking this additional encounter card? Alternately, I could try to rush him down, but I don't think I can kill him this turn, so I am going to take 1 extra encounter card no matter what. I also, like, I don't know, there's a lot of really nasty temporal stuff that already got discarded looking for things that I'm actually kind of partial to letting that turn into an acceleration token, if I'm being honest. So let's swing with Hawkeye to get rid of Tough. Now the real question is, do I swing with me or do I Relentless Assault, do the 3 overkill, and then also get out Stinger, and then save Venom Blast. Now the other question is, can I do all of the above? So if I use Venom Blast is 5, so it gets down to 7, gives me +1, +2, 3, 4, 11. He's so close to dead. If I just... Okay, because he already had the tough. Instead of attacking with Stinger, I can use Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So I think there's a way if I just rush him right now that I can do the normal thing and kill him. So since there's there's no drawing involved, I am going to pretend like I'm going to go with that route. So we would Strength for Venom Blast, which +1s me, does 5 damage. We would Relentless Assault for Stinger. She is an Avenger, right? She is an Avenger. So that gives me another +1. So I will swing for 3. Shoot. 2, 3. Nope, that's not going to be enough to kill him. Well, shoot. Because if I Earth's Mightiest Heroes on her... Okay. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, well, then I guess I'm going to play a little bit more conservatively here then. Just going to have to eat that extra encounter card. So Relentless Assault kills him and gets me up +1, does 3 extra damage to him. And now I can get out, I can either Venom Blast for 5. Ah, man. That tough from the Macrobots is really what did me in, because otherwise I wouldn't have had to ping with Hawkeye and I could kill him. Alas, no sense crying over spilled milk. So, let's just pay with Earth's Mightiest Heroes, because I want Venom Blast so that I can kill him next turn, theoretically. So, Swinger with Stinger. Now, if he draws an advance this turn, I'm in trouble. So we will actually thwart with Stinger. And swing for 3. Okay. I think it's highest percentage. We'll make the call for Maria Hill, all sorts of fun stuff in there, but probably not necessary. Okay. So now he activates against me, Stinger jumps, and dies to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here comes the encounter card, and it's Macrobots. Okay, can I live with that? I don't know, can I? So these take 2 damage from Hawkeye. So now I just need to kill the Macrobots. I think I can, right? 1, 2, Squirrel Girl. Then I can't also Venom Blast. Hand math. Could Deft Focus. So Self-Propelled Glide gets Deft Focus down. Nope. Nope, there's no way I can both Squirrel Girl and Venom Blast this turn. No matter how I slice it. And I really would like to slice it. So it's just the worst one that he could get, him or like Sir Ralston or something, right? I mean, I could make the call for Maria Hill and try to dig for a double resource. So if I were to do that, dig for a double resource, I will at least get the ability to play Venom Blast. I just won't be able to kill Macrobots until Oh, I could swing and kill Macrobots. Oh. Okay, I can do this. Okay, so I will make the call with these 2 resources to get Maria Hill. Put her in my hand. Oh, Pheromones is cool. Useless this late in the game. So that gave me +1. So now I can swing to take out Macrobots. I can swing with Maria for 1, and then I do have to get rid of Deft Focus here, which is not ideal. but I also don't want to stick around and take more encounter cards. So we will Venom Blast for 5. Ready up, and then flip, and draw up. So now we do the shenanigans where this goes away. It doesn't give me back all those gnarly cards that I don't want to deal with. This goes away. And now we just select which one of these we get, which is the Scarlet Centurion, which actually gives me more time to set up. So his is this, 22 health, and tough. So starts with 2, deals me an encounter card. Now he's going to activate for 1, gives him a tough status card, which he already has. So now he's at 3, get another encounter card, get future weapon on him, and then Rampage, which unfortunately follows from one to the next. So I may try to thwart that with allies, just so that I don't have to deal with that accelerating that scheme that we actually really don't want it to accelerate in the future. So I didn't even look at what I drew. Okay. Get out Captain Marvel. Where is my apartment? That was one of those cards that I got every single time before, and now I'm just not seeing it. So whatever we do, we're going to heal up all 3 of my health back with recovery. The real question is, do I want Captain Marvel or Hulk out? Hulk would be nice to do more damage quickly, to kill Kang, once I actually flip him back to that other form. But Captain Marvel is just going to be so important to get me additional cards, so I think I'm going to prioritize her. And maybe also Hand Cannon. Can I get that out this turn? Probably not. So we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Captain Marvel. I'm going to thwart with her for 2, which is really not wasted because I do want to get rid of that eventually. And draw a card. And it was Venom Blast, so I can't, since I don't have my apartment to give me an extra card, I can't play either of these. And that's my turn. Now what will I get rid of? Will he scheme out on this coming turn? He'll be +1. I'll probably be an alter ego for another turn. So getting rid of Venom Blast makes sense. Getting a Hand Cannon down is not the worst use of resources, honestly, so still no apartment. Okay. Forgot to tick this up at the beginning of his first turn. Now I tick it up. This goes up by 2. I definitely messed up my calculus because I forgot about that. So I was going to scheme for 1, plus 2 more boost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that is going to go away. And discard a random, or when revealed, discard a random card from my hand. Alright, so he's going to come in. Do I want to do the damage to him or to what's-her-face with Hawkeye? Actually, I can do, why not both? Porque no los dos. That's definitely not the correct Spanish, but I need to go check something to see if that attachment comes with me. Alright, I just had to check that the attachment to the villain does not come with him from this phase to the next, so that's nice to get out of the way. I just had to make sure before I treated it like that's what happens. So that's the end of that phase. He obviously schemed out. Oops, that doesn't go away. That comes with me. So now we can get rid of this. Reveal Kang's Dominion. And we flip him. Give him tough. And I remembered now when you flip this over, I gotta give myself Viper. See, I remembered it this time. It's gonna come in handy. Handy, because Hand Cannon. Now I finally get a Finesse, even though I don't really have any help paying for it. So now Hawkeye's gonna shoot his last arrow. So got some real use out of him this time instead of just throwing him in front of a villain attack. Alright, what are we dealing with here? So there's Maria Hill. I could bring her back with a Make the Call to get myself an easy boost. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the play, though. Gotta get rid of these two guys. I do have a Relentless Assault, though. That's very nice, because that will also, I think, technically break Tough if I get rid of Kang's Dominion. I see that was one of those rules. It still doesn't have a super clear resolution. Like this reads that he can't take damage unless you get rid of this. But Relentless Assault would do damage through, killing, like overkilling. But I think Tough, the next time he would take any damage, discard this card instead. So I think that I'm going to just continue treating this as if this supersedes everything. And so that um, since I can't damage him, this would never kick in. So I have to kill Kang's Dominion before I get to actually hit Kang. So now that becomes a secondary objective to what I'm doing now. So I will look at, okay, Hulk is gone, so I am just out of curiosity going to look at the boost card. Yikes. Okay, that is quite the boost card. Or actually, that's if I defeat Kang's Dominion, that's the card that comes out. And that is not a card that I want to come out. Okay. This is a very complicated turn. Oh boy. Okay. I do want a Relentless Assault to kill one of these guys. Definitely probably Viper. So even though the overkill won't go through and break Tough for me, it's probably worth it. I guess I should probably start with Captain Marvel. I don't really want that to come out, but I also want to finish him off really fast, so it probably won't even matter if it does come out. Huh. Alright. First things first, let's just thwart this with Captain Marvel. Draw a card, chase them down. Ooh, that's pretty nice for the Rampage. Okay. Now we'll flip over. There's no point in being down anymore. Gosh, there's just so many cards I want to play. I think it's too late to play Finesse, as awesome as it is. So I'm going to think of that as a resource. I can thwart with Maria Hill. I could thwart with Maria Hill and then make the call here if I really wanted to. So I could thwart, get whatever this is out on the board to see what it is to deal with it, or I could try to keep that till next turn to deal with. Could thwart with Hawkeye and bring him back with make the call, maybe. Gosh, so many decisions. Chase them down removes 2 threat, so I could chase them down to get rid of this, which does give me another minion to deal with. Oh, you know how I can dodge this side scheme that I really didn't want to deal with? I can dodge that by flipping this, right? So that it discards it until I get a minion. So that might be the best option. And so then I'm just going to try to kill one of these guys without using Relentless Assault so I can still benefit from it. Okay, this is a rough plan. I like this. Okay. I almost want to thwart with me to get rid of King's Dominion. So now oh shoot, I can't do that. Can't do that because that's going to give me the card that I don't want. Okay, so I have to get rid of this first, which means I have to kill one of these guys, which means I have to do 3 damage to them. How am I going to do 3 damage to them while also maintaining the ability to overkill with Relentless Assault? I do that by playing Pheromones. Okay. So we'll use this to play Pheromones because I want to do that no matter what, because it's going to keep me safer. That's going to +1 me. And I could... I can't contaminate immunity and then Relentless Assault. So this might just not work, unfortunately, the way that I want it to. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm going to activate with Hawkeye to do 1 damage to Viper. This is probably a mistake, so don't do what I'm doing here, but I don't want to sit here and just hum and haw for a while. So I'm going to hit her with Hawkeye, attack for 2 to get rid of her. And then when I do that, I can play Chase Them Down to remove 2 from Rampage, which then gives me a minion after discarding down to the minions. Okay, I hope there's some minions left. I hope there's some minions left. Okay, Death Hunt. Alright. Could have been better. But I think, to be fair, I think all the macrobots are gone. So, alright. So now I have to somehow thwart Kang's Dominion. Okay, I did not think this through. Despite all of that, I did not think this through. This is not intelligent. I'm going to thwart King's Dominion. For some reason, I just really want to pop that tough. I'm not going to thwart the King's Dominion. I'm not stupid. Okay, whatever. After all that, I'm just going to Relentless Assault to kill Wild Run. And, wow, I could have played that turn so much better. Okay. 5 cards. Alright. 1, 1, 2. He can't attack me because he's stunned. Death Hunt, however, can attack me and will. I'll just take it. 1, so just 1 damage. Okay. Counter card, just the 1. Now he attacks me. Hill jumps in front. Takes a boatload of damage. Okay. Alright, what am I working with here? Back to 0. Now, does Wasp get piercing on her attacks? That would be nice. Can aim to self-propelled glide. So if I conspicuous. I want a nice Wasp though. So how about I don't want to get rid of any more allies. This is why I didn't, in most of my prep games, I actually tried to get set up before doing this, because I just can't close things out as efficiently as some of the better players in the league. Okay, so if I were to ping him to get rid of Tough, self-propelled glide, plus a Wasp and me, then a skilled strike. Okay. Or I can just ping him with Captain Marvel. That just gives me less allies than I'd like to have, but... And then once again, I don't have a good use for this stuff because it's just going to land on his Tough. So... Alright, well, it's not ideal. Let's just ping him for 1 to get rid of the Tough. Then let's 1, 2 to bring out a 2 health Wasp. Except hers is only for additional energy resources. So I can't actually even do that this turn. Not if I also want... I can bring her out with 1. But is she just better off pumping up my stats as a... Okay. She's not. So I'll play Inconspicuous. Oh, this is not pretty. 1, 2, 3, because it's 3 amongst all the schemes in play. So I can actually do that. So now Kang can be hit. I get an encounter card. I'm still staring down Death Hunt, but at least I can start hitting him. I don't want to chump with Captain Marvel. I have to chump with myself this coming turn. Alright, well, Captain Marvel's going to ping off the tough and draw me a card. And it was not... Normally, you like to see those, but I wanted to see an ally instead, or I make the call, so I could get like Maria Hill out or something. So that didn't work as intended at all. I'm going to overpay for a self-propelled glide to get myself back up. And then I could swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just one. Or I could have... but I already saw what I drew. Could I have just hit Death Hunt instead with Captain Marvel and then been in a better position? You know what? I'm going to rule that. So instead of hitting the tough off of him, I'm going to hit him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to kill Death Hunt. So, alright. 4 cards and a shuffle. There's my apartment. So this is not going to be pretty. He's going to activate against me. I'm going to defend. Add that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 1. Now we get 1 more encounter card. Alright. Stolen Memories, Time Travel Hijinks, and Depowered. Okay. Well, we'll have to do these in order. So Stolen Memories gets rid of these. Time Travel Hijinks. Now, I don't control any cards. So, I can't actually give him a card. And it doesn't actually have anything... if I don't control any cards, it doesn't have a, like, if you cannot, this gains Surge. So I think this actually just goes away. And unfortunately, Depowered doesn't. Which would have been nice to get rid of. So I don't know, I think that's right. So I'm going to use energy to get Ironheart down and draw a card. Pheromones. Okay. So I am going to flip down this turn to get rid of this because it's just so important to be able to deal with his BS, and he does have Confused right now at least, so Ironheart will ping off that maybe. No, she'll ping off his tough because he's not in danger of killing me with Confused because I'm only getting 1 encounter card this turn. So now I'll flip down. I will use Pheromones to get rid of Depowered. Then I will get down the apartment that I finally get to play. I get to look at the top 5 cards in the deck and pick one of them to put in my hand if it's an aspect card. So not much of a choice there because I only drew the 1. And the rest of them get shuffled back in. So there's no real point in doing that, I guess. I mean, maybe to scout and see what cards aren't under Stolen Memories, right? And now I'll look at his top... Oh, shoot. I'll look at his top card in his deck, which is Kang's Chosen. So that's what's going to happen this turn on the encounter phase. There's nothing I can do about it. We got to get rid of Contaminant Immunity and draw back up to 6. Okay. 1, 1, 2. He's confused, so he can't. Now I get his last encounter card, which is Kang's Chosen. Now, I think as soon as this comes out, I have to reshuffle this, so I can't just say like, oh, you didn't find a minion. So I think that I have to discard until I get a temporal minion. I'm kind of randomly praying for Macrobots here. Okay, so Rastin, and he gets another acceleration token. Guard and retaliate. Okay. Alright, and I don't have any Venom Blasts with which to blast him. But that might change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, do I have any allies down here to make the call with? Nope. Okay. So looking at Maria Hill Inconspicuous, that's a pretty easy choice. I can actually use Inconspicuous this turn a little bit better. Because I am going to get at least Squirrel Girl down. So now I will once again look at the top card in his deck, which is Death Hunt, so he gets tough and another status. So now I know hitting hard this turn is important, but I gotta get past Ralston's big fat body. Not fat shaming, he's just a big fat body that I have to deal with. He's very buff, he's a buff body, okay? There. Alright, so I would love to get my Finesse in. And also our Mightiest Heroes maybe, and Hand Cannon, that's really ambitious. Alright, since I don't have Death Focus down, I'm not going to Self-Propel Glide. I'm not going to make the call because I didn't have an ally. So we'll do that to get Finesse down, which will allow me to go Inconspicuous. 1, 2, 3. And now I can get down either Hand Cannon or Squirrel Girl and not also Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So, I mean, this would give me +1 from playing it, which put me up to 3/3. And it comes in with 3 charge counters. Or it gives me +2 attack, so it's still not quite enough to kill Ralston if I were to get this down. So instead we're going to go with Squirrel Girl, who will come in, do Squirrel Girl things. And now Thwart. Oops, Thwart for 1. I get to do this. 1, 2, 3, and he has Retaliate. Probably worth it. Or I could have swung with it. That's dumb. So yeah, I'll just do 3 to him and take the damage. I'll get one of my contaminant immunities in here at some point. Okay, that's not a bad turn at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am in threat of an Insight turning into no, I'm probably okay, but just barely. So he's gonna activate against me. Iron Heart. Well, Squirrel Girl's better with Make the Call. 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets a tough status card that I knew was coming. And actually, I probably should have taken that myself. Ralston's going to attack and hit me for 2. And counter card is Shadows of the Past. So we know where Viper is. Oh, right, I was about to say, did I forget Viper again? No, I had to shuffle this. So she's in here. So I get Viper. And now we get her side scheme, and we get the stuff shuffled in. So this is looking a little bit more dire now. That's a lot of acceleration tokens to deal with these bodies and no relentless assaults that I've been drawing. So this is looking a little less clean than last game, like to the point where I might not win. So we're gonna try to prioritize that over, losing. So we'll draw a card with Maria. Give myself +1. Goes back down to that. Once again, I can't actually get Wasp in. Well, I can with Finesse. So I can at least get a chump block out of her. So I will Finesse to get Wasp in for 1. I don't have any other energies in here. How can I get rid of Viper? Well, you're definitely thwarting. I don't know what you're thwarting yet. I mean, I could kill Viper with... Oh, I can kill Viper with a Skilled Strike right now, because that gives me +1 and then +2. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I played Skilled Strike in order to attack. So that gets rid of Viper. Jon Viperson. I just going to play assess the situation, so I can draw back up to 6. And I can't kill him. I can't fully thwart this, so I'm going to partially thwart this. So now I am in... Oh, I've been giving this too much threat. I've been giving it 4 instead of 3. So I know for sure I did that last turn at least, but I don't remember if I did it before at all, so I'm just going to leave this at 3. So I'm barely in danger of scheming out if he draws advance here. But that's the way it goes. Now, at this point, actually, I could honestly just kill Ralston with Wasp. But Wasp is also my only Avenger, and so if I want to Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I don't want to do that. So I might just have to take another hit from Ralston. And actually, because of this situation, I drop to 6. No more allies or make the calls. Okay. All right, 1, 1, 2, 3 this time. He's going to attack me. Maria Hill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a pretty common number for him to hit, in case you're wondering. Now, Raston's going to swing for me for 2, and we'll get 2 encounter cards. Pin down. That's not pleasant. And an insight. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have an additional thing down here. That's not pleasant. That's not pleasant at all. I didn't draw an Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. Boy. I can't even effectively get ready to give myself a boost here at all. Oh boy. Okay, so I can obviously, I'm going to kill one of these guys to chase them down, and then I'll thwart for 2. It's really my only option to get rid of pin down, which still leaves me with the fact that I will insta-lose to this with no advance on the normal scheme, right? I guess I also do have a self-propelled glide. I need to keep that in mind. Which will only be worth, since I'll only play either Chase Them Down or Venom Blast or both or whatever, only be worth 2 value. But it's at least keeps me alive aside from an advance. Alright, well, Raston, I don't like you, so you're going away. I'm gonna kill you with Wasp. Now chase them down. Give me that. That. Thwart for 2. Get rid of that. Then we will self-propel glide to ready up. I have to swing at that. 1, 2. And then I mean I love Venom Blast. Do I really Venom Blast a Hydra regular? I'm not sure I have a choice. If I want to keep endurance, which I do. Alright, this is not looking good. So we Venom Blast the regular. And I'll keep that for next turn because I really do want that. Oh! Was I paying for any of that? No, I really wasn't though, was I? Nope. There's nothing I could have like discounted here. Like I can keep Venom Blast for next turn and ditch Endurance and like ruin my hero score irreparably. Because I could use Finesse plus Endurance to Venom Blast, like, or to... No, there's no way I'm saving Venom Blast. Okay, I'm rambling. Okay. Okay, Stinger. Okay, well, this could very well do me in. Because if he draws an activation against me, or it's an advance, I lose. Guaranteed, actually, in both of those cases. So, he's going to attack. Ironheart's going to jump in front and die. There's number 1. Encounter card number 1 is Anachronauts. Encounter card number 2 is Weekend. Okay. I did survive. Not all is not lost. All is just still very dire. Alright, finesse for inconspicuous to get rid of one of these nasty things without even thinking. I mean, I may reallocate that for up there if I realize that I miscalculated later. I reserve the right. Much as I would love to skilled strike his face, Pheromones is going to buy me time. Pheromones is going to buy me a lot of time. So I'm not going to skillfully strike his face. I'm going to Pheromones his face instead. Stunned and confused. Ah, you're fucking kidding me. I can't get out Stinger. Okay. So if I thwart with her for 3, we get back up to 8 next turn. I still am getting dealt 2. I don't have Stinger out. But I was so terrified of drawing in advance that turn. I think I need the security of having played Pheromones. The real question is getting rid of this, the additional encounter card, worth not having Stinger out? The answer is pretty resoundingly yes. I'm still in trouble if he gets a double activation here from one of his 2 encounter cards. But I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that. So I'm just going to have to thwart this for 3. I'm going to hold on to Stinger because having bodies is really important. I'm very underbodied right now for having a 95 million allies in my deck. There they all are. Just when I wanted you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't even get him out and use teamwork on him. Okay. This is just not working out for me. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Stunned, so can't attack. 2 encounter cards. First one, Terminatrix. Quick strikes me. Master plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's annoying. That's not going away. Okay. Okay, well, I survived. Survived again. I need to get out lots of allies. Can I get out? I can get out Ant-Man and Stinger. Man, my health is... yikes. I really need my contaminant immunity in here now. Ooh, I actually lose if he draws... Well, I think it's indirect damage, so I can allocate it elsewhere. I was thinking if he draws the one that does damage for every obligation in my area. Oh, actually, I should have taken a damage from my weekend last turn. So I'm in extra dire straits. But I can't exactly flip over and heal. At least I can if I kill Terminatrix, I guess, but that's really asking for it with another advance or something. But do I have any choice but to ask for it? I guess we'll see about that. So obviously I can't do teamwork this turn. Well, I can't even heal this turn. I can't even activate this turn at all because of weakened. So I need to flip and get rid of Giant Man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right. Can Ant-Man and Stinger kill Terminatrix? I don't think so. Shoot. So if I plan on Giant Man as allocated for getting rid of that, I can get down Stinger, but only a 1 hit point Ant-Man. I can get down a 2 hit point Ant-Man. But together a 2 hit point Ant-Man if I use my apartment here. I don't think there's a way that I can't even who's thwarting this so that I don't instantly lose. I ask again, who's thwarting that so that I don't insta lose? Nobody's thwarting that. Oh boy. Do I just sit here like a lame duck? Wow, okay. I guess I do have finesse to get out Ant-Man for a little bit more health. So I could flip, get out Ant-Man with 2 health and Stinger, and have 1 card left over to potentially play whatever thing I get, but that's still not good enough. Because if I get Ant-Man and Stinger out, they can thwart for 3, which immediately goes back on it, and then Turbinatrix finishes me off with her scheme. I can't even just like go all in on Giant Man and try to squish Terminatrix because he only does 4 damage. Alright. I mean, I guess I just have to try to take everything. Okay. Alright, well, sorry, I've spent too much time waffling already. One to get down Stinger. One, 2. Then I can... I mean, I can 1, 2, 3 to get down Hawkeye, but I actually need Ant-Man's power here. 2, 3 to get down a 3 health Ant-Man. Not that it's really gonna matter. So, thwart for 1, thwart for 2, and then I still end up with that same dilemma from before, where even though he doesn't scheme, I still lose. And both of these guys have to die this turn. So once again, I'm in the position if he draws Energy Blast or whatever, that I lose. Yikes. He's going to attack. Sure, Stinger will jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill Stinger. Terminatrix, I have to block with that Ant-Man. Oops, she doesn't get a card for that. Wait, where did my encounter card go? This should have been shuffled back in too, so that's an oversight on my part. I think that gets shuffled back in. Where was my encounter card? Alright, this is my encounter card. So now Terminatrix kills Ant-Man. I get 2 more encounter cards to die with. Anachronauts, okay. Advance, can't because he's confused, so I would have died there. And Temporal Shield. Still hanging in there, but man, this is not looking great. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Because I can't even thwart, I don't have any way to get allies out except like flipping, and that's a death sentence. So this is the end. There's nothing I can do here. Not with weakened. I can try to pheromones, but then I can't get rid of weakened. So I could draw for it with her apartment, but then I literally have no way to stop this from ticking up this turn and killing me instantly, even if I pheromones him. So, alright, well, I just gotta die with dignity, I suppose. Let's kill Terminatrix. Give myself +1, not that it matters. And I can use my apartment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I make the call for an ally in here? I could make the call for Stinger, but Stinger can only thwart for 1, and so that wouldn't work. I can't make the call for Ant-Man. I can't pay for Giant Man. So I think that does it, because this is only a hero action. This isn't Black. We're not playing Black Widow here. So all I can do is try to die with as much dignity as I can. Alright. Well, I almost had a 100% win rate season. But this is just really unfortunate. What am I going to pick? Doesn't matter. Make the call because it'll minimize my embarrassment. Okay. I'm not even going to bother having said that I would pheromones before, because I definitely wasn't. I wanted to see if I could draw something important enough. So make the call with... Oh, I can't even make the call with pheromones for Stinger. Because Stinger you can only play if you're an Avenger. Right now I'm only a Spy. So I will get rid of Weakened using that resource. And then I will heal to get a little bit better hero score. And I'll get down Deft Focus. And that's game. Man, not playing Deft Focus earlier really bit me. Like, I said, oh, it's not that bad to use it as a resource the first time around because I needed it. It was that bad. So, ready up and lose on Scheme. There you go. My first loss this season. And we'll be back with Game 3. Alright, well, if you've made it this far, I applaud you. You got to see me lose my first ever game this season, and probably my shot at breaking into Flight 2. I've been working my way steadily up through Flight 3 this season, because I had a bad season last season, because I was really honestly very inexperienced at the game. And so I kind of just played without really knowing what I was getting myself into and lost a bunch. So I've had to overcome that to climb the flights, but I was #1 in Flight 3 for the whole Solo Champions League at the beginning of this round, but I'm not sure a 2-1 or, God heaven forbid, a 1-2 will be enough to get me out. So, we'll find out. So here's the third game. Shuffle them up. Give me an encounter card. I remembered this time. And let's get going. 6 cards. Alright. Don't really want any of these. 5 cards. And no no allies. At least I can get Jessica Drew's apartment down and probably draw an ally with that. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the apartment down, look at my top 5. If there's an aspect ally in here, I will grab it. There's, there's Giant Man. Honestly, if I looked at... I was going to say if I said that I looked at the encounter deck first to see if I want to take this hit, getting Giant Man out is not a horrible idea, actually, but I was actually not intentionally not using my ability on that because I might have drawn Hulk and then I wanted to know what this card was. So since he's my only ally, and I didn't draw like Pheromones or something, we're just gonna have to go with him. These guys get shuffled back in, and we'll see if we can get him out this turn, I suppose. So now I will look at the top encounter card of the deck. Give 2 more boost cards. Okay. Brutal. Oofda. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'd have to dump my entire hand, including my 2 Venom Blasts that I need to kill him fast in order to get Giant Man down. But if I don't, and I get smashed by his boost cards and 2 encounter cards, I may just lose turn 1. Just straight up lose turn 1 if I don't dump everything for Giant Man. It's not a situation you really like to be in, is it? Or I can stay down, which isn't that much better because I still don't get to hold on to my Venom Blast, because what else am I going to do while I'm sitting down here? So that's not even a good idea. So I will have to flip. And we're going to do it. I'm sorry, Astrodar. I tried to channel my inner you. Get all those down for a Giant Man. +1. Swing to get rid of Tough. Swing for 4. And we'll see what we end up with. Ooh, at least I can get Wasp in with actual resources or with actual health this time. All right. Take one, take one. I am going to defend this one. So 1, 2. He's going to get 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give him the +1 threat. So we already know this is give him 2 more boost cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have been worse. Second encounter card. First one, Macrobots. Second one, Advance. Well, it's a good thing I did not stay down. 1, 2, 3. And he's got Macrobots. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can squish the Macrobots with Giant Man if I really wanted to. But I can also just squish Macrobots with myself. Which might be the course of action. Yeah, okay. So we will use Captain Marvel to glide myself up. We'll use energy to get Wasp down for 2 health. And then we will swing with Skilled Strike. I guess technically it's more efficient to not swing yet. It's more efficient to, since I'm already planning on getting rid of my bonus from this, because now I have Wasp for teamwork if I really want her. Do I really want to do that? Do I want to get rid of my, like, right at this point, teamwork's probably my best way to burst him down. So actually, I'm not going to do that. I am going to swing 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4 to kill Macrobots in 1 hit. And then, man, if he gets another advance, I lose. Wow. What are the odds? Let's roll them dice. I'm going to get really greedy here, and I am guarantee you that I'm going to pay for it. Ooh, shoot. No, because I can't, because he's going to tick up by 1. And then, if he gets an Incite, which he has a fair amount in here, he just wins, and I lose in a super embarrassing fashion. So, sorry, Giant Man, I liked you. But I like to also win. Draw 5. Okay. 1, 1. It's going to activate. I'm going to have Wasp take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see what we got. I would have been fine if I had been a gambling man, but instead I am a rambling man instead. All right. Get down Stanger and Hulk, or I can get Finesse down. Not having that down earlier, man, that last game was so rough because I didn't have it out. But can I actually kill the Macrobots this turn if I don't get it out? Or if I do get it out instead of, like, say, Hulk and Stinger. So if I go Earth's Mightiest and make the call to get Finesse down, use Finesse and Stinger to pay for Hulk, then I have Hulk taking the hit and I don't have Stinger. But I can always just make the call her back later. Because I want Hulk to take the Macrobots hit, I've decided. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do that. Alternately, can I kill Kang this turn at all? Like, is that even a possibility? Because that should be prioritized, right? So I don't have to worry about this. Macrobots will come with me. That's not a big... Well, I have to kill them in order to kill Kang. So... I could bring in Hulk. Swing with him for 3. Bring in Hulk. Boost me up by 1. Swing with him for 3. Swing with me. Swing with Giant Man for this. Swing with Hulk for 3. And then Stinger for 1. And so there's no I don't have any way to actually kill him this turn. So best course of action is to just build up the board state that I didn't get to build up before. Okay. Here's Hulk. And actually, since Giant Man's not gonna, I'm just gonna chump block with Giant Man this coming turn. I will do 2 to Macrobots, 1 to me for Retaliate, kill him, or kill Macrobots with Giant Man. So now I still lose in the event of a, oops. I would still lose in the event of a, I would still lose in the event of an advance. So I will probably just thwart with him instead. 1, 2. I'm not feeling Lucky Punk. I can either do 2 damage. I was at 7. Do 2 damage so I can kill him with any ally this coming turn. Yeah, I have to. So I'm still gonna do the 2 damage to him and take the damage. Okay, 5. Ready up. Okay. So he could technically still win if he draws a triple boost on a scheme, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on Giant Man. Hulk will take the 2 damage from Macrobots as he was intended to do, and we see what we're drawing. Gang up. Minion and villain and each minion engaged with me attacks me. Okay. I'm going to defend against Kang. Give him 1 extra threat there. 1, 2, 3. Boost, exhaust a character I control. Well, I can't. Give him another boost. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Macrobots, and I'm down to 1. Oh boy. Alright, well, I survived at least. I can get contaminate immunity off and such. But, oof. Oofty, oofty, oofty. Alright. I have to go to ground this turn. I don't think there's a way that I get away with this if I don't. Hawkeye can't kill Macrobots. I don't have an attack in my hand. I can't ready up. Okay, I could ready up maybe. But I can't kill Macrobots if I ready up. I guess I could. But then I wouldn't be thwarting, and I'd be susceptible to advance like I was last turn. Oh boy. I could try to tough it out with Contaminate Immunity. Contaminate Immunity, and then if I were to do that, I'd have to get rid of, like, chase them down. And I wouldn't be able to afford Hawkeye for Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I think going down is the exact wrong play here, though, of course. I think no matter what I do, I mean, yes, I could get Hawkeye out, ready myself, and thwart for 2, which is going to bring him down to 2. He gets 1, 2. So all he needs to draw from his this is a double boost, and his like half of his deck is double boosts, and another like third is triple boosts. So that is the incorrect plan of action. So really, I'm just debating between getting Hawkeye down, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, or just playing it extra safe and getting Contaminate Immunity, but I'm not even sure if that's that much safer. I guess it is technically, but I'm still vulnerable. If I were to do that, I would be vulnerable to an advance, because I can't get that down and Hawkeye. So I'm basically picking my poison. I can set myself up to survive for longer and gamble that I don't draw advance, or I can get Hawkeye out and get myself a little more comfortable, but I'm still dealing with Macrobots that'll hit Hulk. He doesn't have any obligations here, so that's nice. Let's just get Hawkeye out. 1, 2, 3 to get Hawkeye down. 1, 2, 3. He gets 4 counters. That gives me the +1. I was at +0, now I get +1. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Ready up, thwart for 2. Still vulnerable to an advance, just not as vulnerable. And I am keeping the heck out of this card because that's what I almost played. We'll see if that was the right choice. Debatable. All right. It's going to attack. Oh, I hadn't thought about who was going to take this hit. Hulk will take it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because now Hawkeye can take the Macrobots. And we hope it's not an assault. Okay, depowered. I guess I can deal with that, except I don't want to freaking have an immunity this turn. Okay, we're not in much better position than we were before. Finesse plus finesse to get Maria Hill out to draw a card. Teamwork. Marginally useful here, maybe. Yeah, not really. 1, 2. Thankfully, this wasn't a weekend. Or, sorry, 1, 2 to kill Macrobots. I mean, I know I do have Spider-Girl, but I'd rather get Ant-Man out. Then 1, 2 from Maria Hill for that. We will flip down. We will use our apartment. 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get rid of inconspicuous, or sorry, we'll take inconspicuous. These go back on the deck. We get rid of inconspicuous to get rid of depowered. Now I used finesse as a resource earlier, probably to prevent myself from being tempted to do what I was just tempted to do. 2 for Ant-Man. Ant-Man does that. And now we pray for a bad advance if we get an advance. Or just bad scheme in general. Thankfully Terminatrix is gone, so he can't like scheme for 15 million. But I kind of had to do that in order to get all these stuff down this turn. So 1 with a boost, take 1 damage. Oh, shoot. Well. Oh no. Oh, there was a better way to play that last turn that played around that. I forgot he was in there. Alright, well, the way to play around it would have been to heal with Spider-Woman instead of killing Macrobots, and then I could have Spider-Girled to prevent Macrobots from scheming. I would have been able to take that damage. That is a pathetic loss. Unfortunately, this is just straight up take 1 damage. I checked. There's no way for me to allocate that to allies. So I just die. Really embarrassingly. What was his extra boost card? It was 3, so it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we get an encounter card, and it was Corrupted Time Stream. Okay, well there you go. That was a fast third round. I was winning. I think I must have played, I don't know, 12 practice games, and of those I lost 1, maybe 2. To when I sat down to play my official games, I lost 2 out of the 3 and completely bungled my season score. But there you go. You guys got to come along for the ride. Take that screenshot. I'm going to go report. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching.